Hello, welcome. I'm so pleased that you're here with us today. You know what? I say this often, and it is becoming a repetitive thing that I say to everybody. So I'm going to be a little bit more repetitive today, and I'm going to go over some things that we have gone over recently in our other teachings, in our other tutorials. So when we learned that repetition creates habits, the more we say and feel something, and the more actions we take to do something, the more repetition we put into that, the more of a habit we create. And by creating habits, we all know that we have habits that run on autopilot, right? Come on, think about this. This is really intuitive. When you know, and I mean when you really know that what you're doing and what you're feeling, and it's just coming in a repetitive mode. Like, for example, if you get up in the morning and you are just like, oh my gosh, it's Wednesday, it's Thursday, it's Friday, whatever day, and you go, oh, I gotta do this today, and I just don't want to do that. Or my boss is being a stinker, and she is just not being great. When you do that, and you learn that by waking up that way, you're setting your day. You're setting your day to not be happy, right? That is creating a habit. So in order to break that habit, you have to get a new repetition. You have to focus yourself on a new way of thinking, a new way of waking up. And usually it has something to do with the way you go to sleep at night. But repetition creates habits. It is crazy, but it is true. And it's the more you do something, the more, if you're excited to do something, like, a kid on Christmas, they're so excited they can't go to sleep on Christmas Eve because they're waiting for Santa. Or maybe it's the first day of school and they're so excited and they can't go to sleep because they're just so excited to wear their new clothes, to see their friends again, and to get their new backpack, and all the above. That excitement is contagious. That excitement. Tune into that excitement. You remember it? Come on. Maybe you're going on vacation. Maybe you're taking the family somewhere exotic. Maybe you're going to the Bahamas or to Curacao or to St. Lucia. Maybe, or Fiji Islands. Maybe you're going somewhere exotic. You're taking the family and you're so excited to get on that plane. You're so excited to go. That excitement will fuel you for your trip. That excitement will encourage more energy of that magnitude to come for you. So say to yourself, regardless of what you're doing in your life, regardless of where you're at, regardless, I am enough. I am more than enough to have, to be, to attract anything and everything I want in my world. I am enough. And when you know, which I hope you do know now, you're listening to my broadcast, you're on my teachings, you know that there is more than enough wealth in all the world for everybody to have what they want. There is more than enough. There will never be a time in our world where we do not have the ability to have, to be, to do everything we want to do. First step is, guys, you have to get into the mindset of self-talk. Because when you self-talk, what is your self-talk to yourself? Are you self-talking yourself out of what you want? Are you self-talking yourself into the victim mode? The victim mode is so sly and it is so slick. The victim mode is where we blame everyone else. We blame the world. We blame the government. We blame our co-workers. We blame our family. We blame everyone for why we don't have what we want. We are doing the blame game, and that is the victim mode. Okay? Victim mode is not where you want to be. And don't blame anyone, because you know what? Everything that happens in your life, everything that's coming to you now, is a direct result of what you're thinking. It's a direct result of what your emotions are. It's a direct result of where you're at. Say you're looking at writing a novel. You want to start being a writer. You have a passion for it. You've got all these notes. You've got everything there. And what is stopping you? I mean, really, what is stopping you from sitting down to computer to write it out? Maybe you want to use pen and paper. Whatever it is. What's stopping you? No one is stopping you except yourself. If that's your passion, don't worry about failure, because you know what? We all fail, and it's just a stepping stone. We all have failure. We all have different things that we do in our lives that, don't turn out. But you know what? It's nobody else's fault. It's our own fault for the actions that we take or do not take. So, scribe. We've talked about scribing. Scribing is actually writing. Write out in detail what you want. See it already happened. And when you look at repetition, the more you do something, the more of a habit it's going to become. And it builds your neurons in your brain. Your neurons will build new pathways. And this is called Neuro Plasticity. And it's what happens when the brain learns a new skill. Neuroplasticity is a whole different area, but it's what actually happens to your brain. It's the scientific term for it. When you're building a new skill, when you're learning something new, it's neuroplasticity. And what happens is your neurons fire and wire. They fire and wire in there, and they build new pathways. Those new pathways will take you where you want to go. Those new pathways will enlighten you. Those new pathways will bring to you what you need to do to get it done. So when you know that those neurons are building your skills, they're building your new habits. But you're going to use your new habits every single day. Every day you're going to use your new habits. You're going to put them into play. If you have to, put notes up around your office, put them in your bathroom mirror, in your kitchen, wherever it is you go throughout your day, put those new habits. Like, I am enough. I have more than enough wealth to do everything I want to do. I have more than enough. I am more than enough. Okay? You want to look at it that way, and you want to be sure that you're following through on what it is you need and what it is you desire. But let the blame game go. And that's number one. Stop blaming others and circumstances for why you don't have it, whatever your it is. Stop blaming other people. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop blaming the government. Stop blaming everything. Pardon me. Okay? That's number one. That when you stop doing that, that's a habit that may be hard for some of us. When you stop playing the blame game, you're going to find the doors will open more easily and more frequently. Okay? Number two is the victim mode. You can play the victim mode, which so many people do. I can't do that because my family's never been wealthy. Nobody in my family's ever been wealthy. And the ones that were are really bad. Another one is part of the victim mode is money is evil. Money is corrupt. Only corrupt people have money. Excuse me, guys. My allergies are kicking my butt today. Gotta drink tea. But when you play the victim mode, it makes excuses. And that puts you back into a mindset of the excuses will just keep coming and flowing out of you like crazy. Excuses are everywhere. When we let them flow, when we let them come, we'll have an excuse for every reason why we haven't got success, for every reason why our business is sitting there and we're not working on it. We'll have an excuse for everything. I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the money to invest in myself. And if I did, I probably wouldn't get it anywhere. Blah, 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 right? Think about it. The solution is, are you ready for the solution? Usually when I give the solution, it kicks somebody in the tushy, which is what the whole purpose is, guys, is to kick you in the tushy and say, you know what? I am enough. Your heart brain. You've heard me talk about your heart brain. Your heart brain is, you have all these parts, neurons, you have just all of these things in our hearts. That's part of the brain. It's the same chemicals. It's the same neurons. It's the same everything. We have this one part of our heart that has the same as our brain, which is called the heart brain. When you tap into that through, I use meditation to tap into that for myself. I meditate and I connect to my heart brain and I'll put my hand on my heart and I'll feel it pumping, I'll feel it beating, and I'll get in rhythm with that with my breathing, and I connect with it. When I do this, it puts me into a flow, a free flow of energy from the source, from God, from the universe, whatever you want to call it. When I get in that free source of flow of energy, I can feel everything around me and that I want to have happen coming to me, because that's what I get. That's what you are supposed to have. Whatever it is you desire. Please only desire good things. Please don't desire bad things. Please don't desire anything that's going to hurt anyone else. And please don't desire anything that is a negative for yourself, because it's not worth it. But your heart brain will also guide you to what you need to reach, and it will guide you to the right steps. It will guide you to the right people, and it will attract the right people to you that you need to grow, to build, to be that successful person. So I use meditation every day, every single day. You don't want to go a day without meditation, even if it's only 10 minutes. If you've only got 10 minutes to meditate, go deep, let it come, and let it relax, and let that energy flow with you. Okay, that's part of connecting your heart brain to the universe and letting it go. You can't get by without a meditation. So as you're doing this, you're going to find your business desires will bring to you the income you see. Your business will start taking off. Your income will start increasing, because you're going to be in the mindset of, I am more than enough. I have all the skills I need to be the success that I am. Not that I will be, not that I'm thinking of being, that I am. When you think of your life in the present tense, I mean, think of your life as right this minute, what you have, what you're doing, and everything about you. You are in tune with the I am right there. I'm there. I know what I want is there. I am vibrating and getting into the tune of what it is I need to be. It is easy. It's that simple. And it's hard for a lot of people. It may be hard for you to get into that frame of mind. But once you get rid of, that's the solution, getting rid of the negative talk, getting rid of the blaming everyone else, getting rid of the I'm not good enough, or nobody in my family's had this. When you get rid of all that junk, when you get rid of that and you start changing and say, you know what everyone else in the world has done, that's not me. What my family does, that's not me. I am my own true person. I am the only me who can have that success. Only me can create that success. I am the one. I am worthy. I am enough. Make that your new habit. Say that to yourself every day. Start feeling it. Start believing it. Because if you don't believe it, how do you expect it to happen if you're not believing what you're feeling, if you're not believing what you're saying? It can't happen unless you believe it. Okay? I hope you got value from this, and I encourage you to change your habits. Repetition creates new habits. And the best way, guys, is don't think about everything that you've done wrong. That is not what I mean about getting rid of it. No, because if you think about it, you're going to get more of it. Let it go. It's gone. The past is the past. You cannot change the past. You cannot change your past beliefs. You cannot change your past thinkings. All you can change is your right now. When you change it right now, the past is gone. You're not holding on to it. You're not holding on to what was to create what is. Okay? This is true, and this is very prosperous for you every single day, every minute. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a very blessed day. See you later.